All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and wouldn't you know it, we're live and on the first day, or I should say the second day of LDCC days, but the first guest for today is none other than our distinguished Chancellor, Dr. Esters. Welcome to the show, sir. I know we got a lot of things going on, crisscross, boom mic arms and so on, but you just told me an interesting fact just a minute ago. You said that you're used to this. You're used to being in the spotlight. You've done radio and television before. Tell us about that. What kind of experiences have you had?
Oh, when I was at my previous job, we did a weekly radio show, and it was a local television station, so we did a lot of TV spots. But the weekly radio show was it was a lot of fun because the co-host she was just a mess. I'm telling you, certified mess, and we cut up and we had a lot of fun on that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And you know what? We might do something. I mean, you're giving me some good ideas, some thoughts about maybe, coming on with something, a weekly or a monthly show where you get on here and we bring somebody else on and y'all can cut up just the same, right?
Giving you ideas is scary because you never know where that's going to go.
So, we're here, LDCC Day 2023, live streaming, and already we're off to a great start. Now, today you were just a minute ago, I pulled you from the community auditorium.
Right.
To come in here and talk to me, but you were just doing a great welcome address. Well, tell us about that.
Oh, I wasn't. I was actually doing today's our mayor, Honorable Friday Ellis. It's his birthday today.
Hot dog! Look at that.
So I was making sure everybody knew that, so that as Friday gets closer, as the gap between his age and my age closes, I just wanted to make sure everybody celebrated with me.
That's right. You're not aging, but he's
that's right.
Catch
that's
you,
right. That's right.
And we're happy to have so many distinguished guests with us, and hopefully we can get as many as possible on the live stream with us. But for right now, what does LDCC Day mean to you?
It's the showcase. So it's the window dressing that if you do window shopping and you walk down Main Street and you see all the things that are in the window, so you kind of know what the store does and what they sell,
right.
the items that they have. That's what this day is for our high school and our local community. It's not all of our programs, but it's a lot of our programs. So we got things set up like the digital printer, the telescope, the anatomage table, which is crazy technology.
Okay.
The nursing stations are all set up. So it gives consumers, which are students, an idea of what we have here at LDCC.
I'm sorry, I was going to ask, what stands out to you? You just said the anatomage table. I haven't gotten a chance to play with that yet.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. And we also have, automotive out here and all sorts of...
Dude.
It's limitless. Like, what do we not do? What do we not teach is my question.
You say automotive. I'm a wannabe gearhead.
That's right.
I love Mopar and the Mopar products, and they've got a Super B out there, which doesn't mean a whole lot to a lot of people. But there's a Super B with a Hemi out there, and they offered to let me drive it, and I was like, no, you won't get it back. I mean,
I could only imagine, right? Peeling out of the parking lot.
That's an awesome vehicle.
Yeah, I understand.
Awesome.
I don't share the same love of vehicles that you do, but I'll say I translate that love to the tech side. And that's the room that we're in right now. So if you hear a lot of noise in the background, we have all sorts of students coming in, checking out all the technology things, from gaming to cloud computing to IT to digital media, and we're just continuing to grow. Can you tell us, Chancellor, but there's programs that are on display right now.
Right.
But I feel like there's some programs that might be coming. Are we allowed to talk about some programs or some might be on their way too?
I think that anything that we are dreaming, we can share. Just that there's some things that we want to see and that are coming. That are just not quite there yet. Maybe there's a piece of funding that we have to have, or maybe we're still looking for an instructor. I'll give you an example. The esports. So we have an esports arena set up. We have all of the games there. We have the monitors. We've got everything is set up. But there's a few pieces of that puzzle that we thought were in place but are not. So we thought we were going to launch esports this spring, but it didn't happen. So we're still hopeful that esports will launch in the fall. So we're putting those pieces together. So yeah, we've got several programs that are on the verge of just blowing up in a great way.
Yeah, and that's a testament to the vision and the fortitude. There's a lot of energy that goes into dreaming the dream, but then also executing it. You got to have the right people in place, and you have assembled a great team that's making that happen. So just a testament to your leadership, and we really appreciate you leading the charge and then also singing our praises, right? Because you've come back to us and you've said, at certain times you've been at LCCS meetings and they'll say, Delta is number one at
That's
this,
right.
Delta's number one at that, and you just smile and sit back and say, yep, we sure are. That's got to be a good feeling.
So one thing, I go to these chancellors meetings with all the other chancellors in the state, and there's a lot of categories where, they like to put the colleges in the rank, and we're at the top of a lot of those. And some of the other chancellors will say, Randy, how do you reach that? Because when we're on top, we're not on top by a little bit. I'm telling you, we're double and triple what other colleges are in a lot of ways, and that's nothing bad against them. It's just, and they say, how did you, can you tell us what your secret sauce is? I said, well, my job is to stay out of the other people's way, because you hit it on the head. We've got some incredible, I'm telling you, incredible people who are teachers, instructors, division chairs, deans. We've got a pocket of talent here in Northeast Louisiana that is unmatched anywhere in the country. So my job is really just to stay out of the way, is to empower the people who are smarter than me and stay out of their way. And that's been a really good formula so far.
You don't give yourself enough credit. You just like to sit back in the shadows and let other people take the credit, but really you do an amazing job, and we know that there's a lot of brain power up here. You like to play it like it's not. But we appreciate you being here. You have done an amazing job, and we appreciate you and your leadership. And we will be back in just a few moments. Thank you for joining us. LDCC Day 2023 will continue in just a moment. Thank you, Chancellor.
Thank you.
What's up? All right. And we're back. LDCC Day 2023 continues. And I know if you know anybody in the city of Monroe, you know the distinguished guest that I have to my left. He needs no introduction, but just in case you didn't know who he is, he's the mayor of the great city of Monroe, Mayor Friday Ellis. Thank you so much for being on the show with us.
Yeah.
LDCC Day 2023 live stream. Mayor Ellis, this is going to sound like a silly question.
No, go ahead.
But what brings you here today to visit us at LDCC?
Man, I'm going to tell you, I came last year, but you guys are putting on your career day and working with all your high schools around here and giving young men and women a little look at what you do here every single day. And I get to see it more times than most because I come out here to any events that you guys host. But it's great. It's great for me to come back out here and see the new things that you guys have. Some interactive things you have, especially with your nursing folks. They're really passionate about what they do. And all of your P-Tech folks and your automotive folks and just everybody out here is really excited, passionate about their area. But this is great. Love seeing the students out here too.
Yeah, it has been a great thing, you know, all the high schools and even middle schools that we've been able to attract to come on out and enjoy some time with us and see what's possible, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's not just about what we see on television or what we hear in the news, but, you know, there are career paths that we're bringing to light here, and we're so excited to do that. We really appreciate your support. We also have with us our Director of Institutional Advancement, Frank Bennett. Frank, welcome to the show. We had you on yesterday.
Thank you.
You're going to also act as a co-interviewer with me. So did you have any questions, or did you want to start a dialogue with me?
I do. Being a young man from a rural town,
Thanks, young.
in northeast Louisiana, but when you're growing up,
that's right.
How does Louisiana Delta Community College impact the 11 parishes that we serve, and especially those in our rural areas?
Well, I just look at Louisiana Delta Community Colleges as just a support system for not only business and industry, but for families and our community. You know, I talk all the time with our employers here. We go and give business and industry tours, and to have that workforce piece, to be able to connect skilled labor to the jobs, to fill their current jobs, for them, I mean, it is the lifeblood. You only survive by the skilled talent that you're able to recruit and retain. And also, when I talked about families, being able to have a facility like this, of this caliber, within a driving distance of your students and families, and I keep saying students, and this is not only kids coming out of, young men and women coming out of high school, but these are adults that maybe in life say, you know what, I want to try a new path, carve a new path, try a different career, and to come here and get upskilled and to do that, this is invaluable. And I think what's even greater than just the school is I have personal friendships with the people who are instructors out here, who I've personally got to witness their love and passion for what they do and the students that they serve and their communities. And they're not only leading in the classroom, they're also out in the community doing great things as well. So you make my life easy as mayor, because when we have prospective job opportunities or prospective industry that's courting us, or we're courting them, this is one of the places that it's a shining jewel for our community that we can show off and be very proud of.
I would say definitely. It's been wonderful for my past 6 months of being here to witness the partnership of the city of Monroe and Delta. When we go on those industry tours like graphic packaging, we see what's happening out there, and to hear, hey, what do you need? Because we want to stand it up, and you want to support it, because we want to bring more people in, because the graphic packaging folks and people like that are the ones that bring industry into this Northeast Louisiana and Monroe proper. What is the impact? What have you seen that impact since you've been mayor? What is that impact that Delta's made on the city of Monroe?
Well, you know, a lot of folks, what you guys do helps provide what I say kitchen table, you know, income. As when you're budgeting, you have the disposable income because you've been upskilled and you're earning a higher level of income. But not only that, the value it brings to us is because you guys bring nimble. And what I mean by that is you can turn on a dime and stand something up very quickly, and you're just a wonderful tool to have in the tool chest. Because, again, I go back to this. When you're courting business and industry, the one beautiful thing about Delta is Delta Community College is the fact that there is no, we can't do that. It's, well, how can we do it? And y'all are at the table immediately. So the value you bring is the fact that you make us nimble as a city, and you make us more attractive, and you're serving our people, our families, and that's invaluable to me, because ultimately, again, you guys got more stories than I can tell, but having conversations with community members that may have left a career and came here for new career opportunities to be able to upskill and earn more income for their families, or maybe support their wife who's going to go be next and go get their education, and to be able to do that, it all comes down to being able to provide for your family, and this is what you all do. You provide avenues for generational changing incomes and outcomes.
Absolutely.
All
Fantastic.
Right. Yeah,
Thank you.
You know, again, such a great opportunity that everybody has, the community has, to embrace LDCC. Thank you, Mayor Ellis, for being here all the time to support our mission. Yeah. And we look forward to continuing to serve the city of Monroe and the region as a whole. Thank you so much for being here. LDCC Day 2023 continues in just a moment.
Good deal.
All right, are we back? Let's see if I can hit all the buttons at the same time. Okay, here we go. LDCC Day 2023. It's been something. We've had a lot of great guests on the show so far, and but here's a real heavy hitter. Let me turn this music down for a second. This gentleman is probably holds the keys to 75% of all the really powerful programs that impact North Louisiana, everything from welding to HVAC, automotive, electrical, industrial maintenance, industrial technology. I'm trying to say them all. I know you have the real list, Charles.
Right.
But I mean, there's so many things that your area covers that impacts this region, and people don't people think about glamorous things, like the stuff that I sell as division chair of business and tech, like, computer technology, cybersecurity, business and things like that. But what's really making a lot of money these days, and what will continue to make money for some time to come, are the skilled trades that a lot of times get overlooked. And thank goodness we have a leader like you in position to manage and help those programs grow, to get the word out and to let those people that maybe don't want to sit behind a desk for their entire existence, as a corporate person, or don't want to sit behind a desk working on a computer, that they have an option too to do something to better their families, to take pride in. I mean, it's just incredible. So I said all that to say, I want to give a warm welcome to the Division Chair of Industrial Technology, Mr. Charles Stevenson. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being on the live stream, and welcome.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pierce. I appreciate the opportunity to come on and talk about industrial technology and the programs that we have to offer. You're right. It is a degree and programs that offer hands-on opportunities for students that don't want to work behind the desk and want to just kind of get their hands dirty and be some people are fine with sitting behind the desk, but others just kind of want to get out there and put their hands on something and make things happen. So
yeah, and it's a point of pride too. If a lot of students, they get into the school system and, they feel a little bit lost. I mean, this is true. And, part of the mission of LDCC is to make sure that everybody knows that there's an opportunity to be successful, to have a career no matter what path you take. And so you have students that, they're done sitting still and, kind of pencil and paper type of writing. And you're providing the pathways to alternative, really tried and true methods of education, through things like hands-on learning, apprenticeships, and just different things like that. So tell us, I know I kind of stole the thunder already, but tell us some of the programs, more popular programs. Talk about some of the programs that you have, that you're managing, and kind of what those pathways really look like.
Okay. All right. Industrial technology programs, we have heating and air conditioning, which is very popular among people. Everybody needs heating and air, and regardless of what the economy does, regardless of what's going on around us, you're going to need heating and air conditioning. You're going to need air conditioning in the summertime, and you're going to need heating in the wintertime.
Well, if you like to live comfortably, you're going to want those things, right? And I know how many times have I called on our air conditioning repair people, and we pay them quite a bit.
That's right, and they make good money doing it. That's right, and we'll pay. That's right, we'll pay if
any amount.
That's right. If it's cold, we'll pay for the heat. If it's hot, we'll pay for to be cooled. So and to be comfortable. So and it's a good feel. It's not going away anytime soon. Again, regardless of what's going on with the economy, it's going to be a program, a process that people need.
Now, here's the thing about air conditioning, heating, HVAC, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
You need power, right? You need electricity most times to make that happen. So, but if you fall on that spectrum, there's a program for you as well, right?
That's right. We have electrical program. We have residential and commercial electricians program.
I didn't know there was a difference. You look at that.
There is a difference. Of course, residential is just for your house and residential wiring of a home. But the commercial deals with commercial buildings, offices, and things like that. And there are different requirements for each one of them. And so we do have exit points for both of those programs.
I'm glad you said that, because you said exit points.
Mm-hmm.
So we think about the associate degree as, the end-all degree that a student can earn at LDCC in any of these fields. But you're hinting at the fact that there's all other ways that you can earn credit in higher education and then leave with something to show for it.
That's correct. Our students can receive a certificate. They can receive a technical diploma. They can receive a associate degree, and not only one certificate, but they can receive a certificate in different areas. And it depends on what the industry is asking for, as far as what the need is and what they are requesting. Students can get a certificate and go to work, and then they can come back and complete a technical diploma, and maybe get an increase in the job that they are on, or even a better job, and then go on to receive an associate degree to where they can maybe work in management in that same field. So there are different exit points. There are different certificates that you can receive, different credentials that you can receive in each one of the programs.
Wow. So now tell us a little bit about process technology. I've been hearing that word come up often, and that's I want to say a program that you of course manage and take care of and steward all the programs, but process technology may have a special place for you, from what I heard. Is that true?
That is true. My area, I'm in electrical engineering. My background is electrical engineering. I worked as a process operator, process technician, process engineer, and so we're here. We teach our students to monitor and control processes. That's what process technology is basically all about. And the opportunity for students to go out and make an excellent living in process technology is there. We have chemical companies, oil and gas, which is very popular now. Chemical companies, anything that you have in your home is made from a chemical process, and so we teach our students how to monitor and control those processes in process technology. So we welcome students to come on out and be a part of our program, so that we can teach you how to be get in that field and make oh my goodness, really good money. I'm talking about $28-30 an hour type job. So it's a great field to be in.
So now LDCC Day, which is what we're here for.
Yes.
We've opened up the doors of the Advanced Technology Center, which is really where a lot of the industrial technology programs, the equipment and whatnot resides right here.
Yes.
So we're basically, the rest of the college, I want to say, basically came and set up shop in different areas, but industrial tech, this is where it all happens. This is where you live. And so tell us about when a student walks into one of the high bay labs, what types of machinery might they see? What are they experiencing right now? I know I had to pull you away from giving your demonstration, and I'm sorry about that, but I appreciate you coming here. Okay. What is it that they're going to see when they walk into the high bay lab?
All right. So one of the first pieces of equipment that they'll see when they walk in is a distillation system. And that's one of the pieces of equipment that we use in process technology, to where we allow our students to mix water and alcohol and then process it, send it through a process, a distillation process, and cause it to separate the alcohol from the water after it is distilled.
I just put that together.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for explaining it.
After it is distilled, and so we do this stuff. And when you talk about distilled and distillation, the first thing that some of the older people think about is moonshine.
Yeah, I almost asked it. I said maybe I shouldn't ask that right now, but thank you for saying.
But no, yeah, that's and that is the same process that they used when they were making moonshine. It's a distillation. It's a still. They call it a still. It's the distillation process. So
wow. So students walk in. We're not teaching them how to do those things.
No,
of
course we're teaching water and alcohol now. We're talking water and alcohol.
So as they make their way,
isopropyl alcohol.
I
want to make
right?
sure.
There you go. All right. So then they come on through, and what other machines might they see?
We have the electrical program. We have electricians demonstrating how they connect lights and allowing students to plug and play and to allow them to test the lights that they teach them how to wire up, and same thing with industrial instrumentation. We have some demonstrations where the students are monitoring levels in tanks and demonstrating the equipment that we use to monitor those different levels. We have simulators and we simulators to show the students how we teach a process in the classroom before we actually go out into the lab for hands-on experience. So they're able to use the simulators, go through the process, learn the process, and then actually go out into the lab and apply it. And then when they learn those processes in the lab, then they can go out into the field and understand what's going on out in the field.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now, I had a question about one of the other lab areas.
Okay.
And you were probably going to get to this, but you have a low bay lab, is how I know to say it, where the ceilings aren't quite as high, but you can still put a lot of good machinery in there. And I saw what appeared to be an assembly line, maybe some robotic arms.
That's correct.
What's going on in there?
That is our industrial maintenance program, where we have it is an assembly line for manufacturing, to where we teach our students how to if there's a problem on an assembly line, how to troubleshoot it. We have the assembly line that has robotic stations on it, where we teach them robotics and how to, again, troubleshoot and program robots. And so if there's anything that happens go wrong, we're able to actually put faults in to where a student has to figure out what the fault is and to fix it to where it's running again. And so that's industrial maintenance. We also have in that same room 3D printers to where in our drafting and design program, and our students are able to again, that's that program 3D printers. And I know that maybe something that's a little bit close to you as well.
It's okay. You said drafting and design, and we've had some students that have shown interest in things related like graphic design and things like that, but it's a little different, because you're doing 3D simulated models and things, and then you're printing those things out, you're bringing them to life. I have heard some things about the drafting and design program that have always stood out to me, and that is that through your leadership, you're developing these students into employees for companies that don't even want to let them graduate.
That's correct.
They're monitoring their progress, and as they matriculate through the program, they say, well, you have skill X, Y, and Z. We don't need you to get the technical diploma or the associate's degree. We need you now to work for our architectural firm or our manufacturing firm or anything like that. So I've found that always really amazing that what we're teaching here at LDCC has caught. People have caught wind of that.
That's correct.
Especially in drafting and design, and a lot of students don't even get a chance to. I mean, they're encouraged to go back and finish. But initially, we need you now. You got the skills. We want you.
That is correct.
And that's always been amazing to me.
Yeah, that's correct, and that is a good thing. But we also try to talk to our industry partners to let them know, hey, listen, we need some completers now. We know that you want the skills and the skill sets that our students have, but we need some completers so that we can keep our programs, strong. So we want our graduates, we want our students to graduate from the program, so that we can have some completers. So, but absolutely. Sometimes we struggle with keeping the students because they're offered so much money to go into the workforce. But we try to encourage everybody, to come on in and complete the program.
I mean, that's the point, right? You come to college, and the idea is to find your way into gainful employment.
That's correct.
And so you're doing your job, anyway, despite the number of completers, we still know that those students came to the right place.
That's right.
And they accomplished the goal that they set out for.
That's correct.
Are there any other things you wanted to talk about before we adjourn this interview, which has been so great?
I have to mention a couple of other programs. Our welding program, we have our students out there now in the welding booth. We have students actually demonstrating welding in the welding booth, and as our students, as the high school students come through, they are seeing some students actually welding and seeing the welds that they are completing, and so it's just building interest of the students as they come through. Our automotive program, we have an excellent automotive program. Our program, our students, go ahead.
Let me stop you for a second. I think I heard an engine revving
did.
yesterday, and
you did.
There is some kind of fancy car that we have access to.
Yes.
That was it driven over here, or did we put it on the back of a skid or something and bring it over here?
It was driven over here, and let me tell you the funny thing about that. Every time they rev that car up, you better be almost close to ending your demonstration, because when the students hear that engine rev, they want to go and see what that's all about. And so so automotive and our diesel program. Of course, our diesel program, we have a big semi diesel program. And good thing about these programs, again, we have our students are working as they are able to get employment. I'll say it like that, able to get employment while they're in school. So they may take a couple of semesters, learn a few things, get a few credentials, certificates, and then go to work even as they complete their program.
Okay. Well, I think we probably covered it all, right? What's funny is if we didn't cover it all, here's the kicker.
Yeah.
If we didn't cover everything, or you have more questions, please make it a point to contact Charles Stevenson or anybody in the industrial technology.
That's correct.
Field of stuff. I mean, there's a ton of teachers, well-qualified, seasoned veteran teachers that we have on staff that are willing to answer your questions, that want to bring you into the fold and show you the path, all the different paths that there are in the Industrial Technology Division. Mr. Charles Stevenson, thank you so very much for joining us and enlightening us this morning. LDCC Day 2023 continues in just a few minutes.
Thank you for having me.
And we're back. I think I finally did the sequence properly, right? It takes practice sometimes to get the sequence of events. I have a bunch of knobs I'm turning, so my wannabe DJ, that's me, right? I always wanted to do this job, but of course it's very hard, or it's not as easy as it looks probably. Rick Godley is probably upset with me right now.
I like the sound.
Yeah. We got good equipment, right? We just got to get somebody that can work it.
Yeah.
So look, LDCC Day 2023, we have been having a great time. LDC, it really should be called LDCC Days, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
And in fact, I'm going to move the mic a little bit, and then I'm going to actually, because you just have such a smooth voice, that I got to get the microphone a little bit closer to you so that I can actually hear you better.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Perfect.
See, now I can hear you so well now.
All right.
Okay. So Mr. Lamar Anderson, our retention specialist, is joining us right now, and he's here because he's of course a part of the LDCC Day celebration.
Yes.
And it's interesting because we use LDCC Day, and it should be days because we do it over the course of 2 days, as a recruitment tool. But from the retention side of the house, how do you see LDCC Day playing out, and how does it benefit what you do?
Well, it's basically my job to make sure that students complete their program. So retention is a huge part of LDCC Day, just making sure that they get through any obstacles that they may face, and basically just seeing that they complete that program and that they walk across that stage on graduation day.
Right. So, and what are some of the things that you've been, putting in place, or some of the things that you're doing to make sure that those students, you keep in touch with them, and that those students are having the best opportunity to succeed?
Well, a couple of really major things that I've been working on right now is Night Alert, reaching out to students that instructors have basically placed on, I don't want to say a warning, but a method, if they haven't been attending classes, if they have assignments that they have missed, then I can reach out to those students and find out what's going on. Some of them, they may have jobs, or they may be working long hours, and that may be preventing them from attending class or completing assignments. And I always just let them know to reach out to your instructor, let them know what's going on.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Tell me, since you've been at LDCC Day for the past couple days, what's the atmosphere like here? What are the students? What is the response that you're getting from the students?
Oh, it's been amazing. Just talking to students and asking them what programs they're interested in, and I think when they actually see things and when they're able to be hands-on with programs, and it's really amazing. So many of them have talked about the business program, for example. I've seen some talk about the nursing program. They're going crazy about that program. So I know some students said it was a line. So
yeah, well, they have a lot of cool things to look at. I mean, but that's the point of the day, right? We're all trying to showcase our programs in various ways. Some interactive, some just getting a chance to talk, and some have puzzles and games.
Yeah.
So it's really, the thing about LDCC Day is that all of us get a chance to just celebrate what it is that we do.
That's true.
We open up the college to the students, and so that they can enjoy and see, this what we're doing here, which is really excellent. And what else has been neat? Is seeing students a second time or a third time. Because, we'll get students, middle school students, all the way through high school, and some of them have been here for the last 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been great to see, them come back, and we just keep trying to tell them, hey, LDCC is a good place for you, and that there's probably opportunity all around.
Oh,
right?
definitely.
So tell me, as if you were to describe or to try to encourage folks to come to LDCC Day, let's just say next year, because we're almost done. Believe it or not, it's 10:30.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to wrap up in an hour and a half, and then that's going to be it. But those that maybe didn't get a chance to come out here and be a part of this wonderful occasion, how would you encourage them to come on down the next time?
I would say that it's good to read things online. For example, course descriptions, program descriptions. But when you can actually see those things, then that can be a game changer. So being able to see, for example, some of the industrial programs, some of the technology programs, to see what it entails is really major.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, I was thinking about something that you're a part. See, you're very humble, but I'm remembering you took over the orientation, at least the last round of orientations.
Oh, yeah.
And so again, you being the retention specialist is fantastic, because you are, again, trying to make sure students matriculate through programs of all sorts. But then as you're almost acting as a recruiter as well, because you're doing orientations and things like that, and doing events like these as well. Tell us what was some highlights from the orientations that you did, and maybe that is also going to give students an idea of, if they want to come to Delta, what should they expect? So let's go talk a little bit about orientation. What do y'all do there?
Well, I think with orientation, it's really coming to get the information, because again, it's easy to look at it online, and some students, they even get confused when they see things online. They still need someone to explain it to them face to face. And that's what I noticed with most, especially first-time college students. They need someone to kind of walk them through things, show them where different areas of the college are at. And, you know, with that compared to LDCC Day, it's kind of similar. You know, it's like they're being able to come here and actually see some of the instructors and the advisors that they will be working with when they begin to attend here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Mr. Anderson, we really appreciate you being here.
Hey, thanks for the invite.
LDCC Day 2023. The point of the live stream, again, just to reiterate to those that are watching, is to spotlight the day, but also spotlight the people that make the day happen and make LDCC such a great place. And Mr. Lamar Anderson is one of those people who does work in front and behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
And we wouldn't be where we are if it weren't for you and your work and your efforts that you've been undertaking. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being on the live stream. LDCC Day 2023 continues in just a few minutes.
All right.
And well, we're back We're back again, LDCC Day 2023. The hits keep coming. We're live streaming. The music's playing. It's a great day. We have a lot of energy in the building. And lo and behold, look who strolled up to the live stream table.
I couldn't pass it up. I mean, come on now. This is the place to be. Have you seen this?
You know, we have a lot of traffic. Actually, you know, have you seen this? I don't have probably the best view, but there's a lot of activity.
Oh my
People like the
gosh.
cameras. They like the lights. They like the technology in here. LDCC Day 2023. We're live streaming. This is day number 2. And I have with me someone who I've worked with for, I feel like, a very long time.
Yeah.
We probably came to LDCC, Louisiana Delta Community College around the same time. And she has taken up the mantle of career services and just run with it. And is not only just a great professional, but really cares about students and their well-being. And I know I'm not trying to make you blush. But really,
It's true, though.
really cares about their well-being. So
Yeah.
this is Miss Julie Salter. She is, I call her the Director of Career Services. That may not be the official title, but that's good enough.
It's
right?
not, but hey, I like that better.
We're speaking it into
Yeah,
existence,
we
right?
are. We are.
So Julie, tell us a little bit. Give us your thoughts on LDCC Day. What have you seen? What's the feedback been thus far? Tell us what you're thinking.
I think that this is an amazing event that is put on every year by the school. I have seen so many students excited about Delta Community College and coming here. And what I do is career related. So I'm always like, okay, what career pathway are you going into? Well, did you know you can make this much money? And just the excitement in their voices just from being here, such a short-term time. It's exciting. I love every second of it. I love just everything that's going on here. It's amazing.
LDCC Day 2023, again, broadcasting live. We're on YouTube. And if anybody in the room wants to watch it live, there's a QR code on the desk. Actually, if you're already watching it, then of course you don't need me to show this to you. But yes, here it is right here. Please scan it, check it out, give it a like, right? We're trying to improve our social media status, right? So broadcasting on the LDCC B-Tech page. Julie, tell us a little bit about what you do in career services.
Well, it's kind of like, what don't I do to help prepare students for their career?
Right.
I help students with their resumes, job placement, mock interviews, work with business and industry to bring jobs to our college, and then let students know about those jobs that are available, as well as just really teach them skill sets that they need to be successful in life. And then also give them realistic expectations about wages and what they're going to make.
That's interesting that you say that, realistic expectations about wages. Wow, I'm sure you've had to break the news to some students that, this career pathway is going to give you or earn you X.
Yes.
This one may earn you more. But then how do you tell a student, you know what, there's the money element to it, to employment, and then there's just the joy of doing a job well done, or the joy of doing something that you like. Have you had to have those conversations with students, and how does that tend to go?
I have, because sometimes they're not realistic in their career pathway. So I like to sit down with them, and I like to do some career coaching and counseling. People used to tell me, my degree is in sociology. People used to say, what are you even going to do with that degree? You can't do anything with that degree. But yet here I am in a career that I absolutely love, doing something that's beneficial to me. So sometimes they just need a little bit of push and guidance to get them in the right direction for a career pathway that they're going to love and also make money. But
Right.
sometimes they're stubborn and they just want to go be an NFL player or whatever, and
Hey, career path is a career path. As long as we're trying to be successful, give back to our communities.
Yeah.
Then we're doing something.
I agree.
We're doing something really good.
I agree.
So you have a booth
I do.
at LDCC Day. And tell me a little bit about that. What are you guys talking about at the booth?
So at the booth, I am talking to students about career services and the ways that we can help them. We are also representing, because I not only am the career service advisor here, I'm also the anime club advisor. So I'm representing our anime club, and I have our LDCC anime club poster up there, and I cannot even tell you how many students are excited about that, about
Really?
having that. Yeah, so we've had several sign up to be involved. And you can do career pathways, falls into business.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm getting them excited, telling them they can get a career while they're here enjoying their time with that. So,
Yeah, it's something to be said about the extracurriculars, the club sports, the group activities. We certainly have done our best today, and we try to do it all the time to showcase the academic programs. But the student services side, I interviewed some yesterday from student services, cannot be understated. The wraparound services and just the additional things that keep students engaged and involved.
Yeah.
And again, you being over the Anime Club, you've done an excellent job of getting a great deal of students interested in not only that club, but also giving them a reason to keep going. Those
Thank
extracurricular
you.
activities, they build bonds, they build community, and then they keep going forward in their academic career, partially because they have a support system.
yeah, and one of the cool things is we've been able to invite in companies that never would have worked with Louisiana Delta Community College had we not reached out to them, like DreamWorks and Pixar and some of the others at Sony that we've been talking to about internships and stuff for our students. We're just a little college in Louisiana, but yet we have these huge companies that want to partner with us to give our students opportunities. I think that's pretty cool, and that we're doing that for the students here and giving them that opportunity and saying, you can go anywhere. You go here, start here, go anywhere. But to have the opportunity to work for those organizations brought to you, what more can you ask for?
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Ms. Salter, for joining me on LDCC Day
welcome.
2023 live stream.
It's
Wanted to make
amazing.
sure we got you
Aw,
on.
thank you.
Just happy to have you, of course, and all the things that you do for LDCC. We really appreciate
Well,
it.
thank you.
So we'll be back as usual. We're going to take a short break, and then if I'm dialing it right, oh nope, that's the wrong pad. Here's the music. Did you hear the music?
I hear the music.
Okay, so we'll be back LDCC Day 2023 in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Well, wouldn't you know? No live stream will be complete without, especially on LDCC Day, without having the special guests, which are the reason for us being here today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you two people that I just met, but they're here because they came to enjoy what we have to offer here and learn about the programs that they can potentially take part in if they decide to come to LDCC, Louisiana Delta Community College, LDCC Day. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves because I actually didn't ask you what's your name, but we're happy to have you nonetheless. So we're going to start first. What's your name, young lady?
My name's Tamir Wilson.
Oh, you know what? I think I had the microphone just a little low. Say it one more time.
Tamir Wilson.
Okay, Miss Wilson. Thank you so much. And you, sir?
My name is J. Marco Banner.
Okay, J. Marco Banner. So Banner and Wilson, right? I'm gonna say y'all's last name, Miss Wilson. Tell me about your journey here. What brought you here to LDCC Day?
I actually wanted to see what it was like, as I wanted to be like an entrepreneur in business, and I wanted to see what it was like and stuff. But I actually got to change of mindset. I actually like what's in here and broadcasting and stuff. It seemed fun.
Well, it's funny that you say that. I feel like you can do broadcasting and business, right? They all kind of go together,
Right.
because chances are, if you're going to be putting on shows like this, you'll probably be an entrepreneur, have your own media company at some point, and then just learning these skills and the business skills at the same time is like it's going to pay dividends, learning both. So I'm glad to hear that. Actually, I'm the division chair of the School of Business and Technology. So all the things that you see in this room and in the hallway are things that I oversee, like programs that I oversee. So I'm happy that y'all are interested. You're talking my language when you say business and media and all that. That's what I want to hear. Now, thank you, Miss Wilson. To see that quick, I forgot.
Mr. Banner.
Mr. Banner. Okay, Mr. Banner, what brings you here to LDCC Day, and what has caught your attention?
Well, what brought me here was that, we came for a field trip from JAG for Bastrop, Louisiana, Bastrop High School.
Oh, Bastrop, okay.
And what really caught my attention was computer engineering, because as when I was young, I was into computers and gaming, such as, PS4s, PlayStation, everyone knows. But when I went into one of the sections, they taught me a little on how to do this, such as electricians and stuff like that.
That's right.
So I really enjoyed being here today because I experienced some new things that I didn't even learn myself. So I'm glad that, I'm here today in this school, and I probably would change my mind to be here for college. So, yeah, I really thank you.
So, we appreciate y'all being here. That was the whole point, right? Was maybe to just expose you to some things that you maybe didn't know what were options for you, right? And so y'all coming here, taking the time though, right? Traveling all the way from Bastrop to Monroe. We thank you. And so now, hopefully, in the future, when you decide to choose a college, you really can't lose. You can go anywhere. But I tell you, the smart thing to do, and y'all are smart thing to do is to come here. And I'm not just saying that because I work here, but you're going to save money coming here.
Right.
It's a lot cheaper than the universities and whatnot. And then you can always take what you learn and either get a job or go and get the other degrees that are further along down the road. Well, I really got to say thank y'all for joining me. This has been such a treat to have y'all. Mr. Banner and Miss Wilson, thank you so much for being here on the live stream. LDCC Day 2023 will continue in just a minute. All right, we're back. We're about to wrap it up because the day is winding down. I mean, I know for most people it's just getting started, right? It's the morning time. We're thinking about lunch. But at LDCC Day, we only have about an hour left, and then that's it. But we've done we did the live stream last year, and I recalled that I interviewed a lot of people. But for some reason, it's always been hard for me to get a hold of somebody from the nursing or allied health fields. And probably wondering, why is that? Well, nurses stay busy. Even if you're not treating a patient at the bedside, nurses are busy because they're training, they're teaching. There's a lot to what you do. The profession is so profound, and it's been profoundly impacted by the latest wave of viruses and the things that continue to come out. There's so much to it. But one of the things that we want to spotlight right now is just the opportunity that's there for young minds to grow in the field. And so I have with me today, is it Dr. Candler?
Dr. Candler, yes.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I said that right. Dr. Candler from the ASN program, but of course I have her here to represent basically all of the nursing and allied health programs. This is an area that I hate to say it, but all I know about nursing is that when I go to the doctor, I get treated kindly.
Yes.
Somebody may give me an injection or draw blood. But as far as like the real nuances, the ins and outs, and all that it takes to train in this profession, it's a lot. I've seen the students come from tests. I've seen them come from clinicals, and sometimes they're celebrating, and sometimes it's like a truck hit them, because it's just it's a really strenuous type of program. So just tell us a little bit about the nursing and allied health programs, and then we'll just take it from there.
Okay,
Dr. King.
well, thank you for talking about what nurses do, because we do a lot. We do more than just bedside care. We do teaching, we do family care, just several different areas. And also, instead of our students look like they're being hit by a truck, they're just very focused.
That's right. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that, hey, this is serious, right? It's not, this is serious business. I mean, you could take on any other degree and pass a test, fail a test, no big deal. You can't pass or fail in nursing. I mean, because that's somebody's life on the line.
Exactly.
That's the way I see it,
Exactly. Well, we have some wonderful programs here at LDCC. We not only have the ASN department where you can move on from there, but we also have our LPN department.
Okay.
We have several LPN campuses, probably about 6 of them, and we have 3 ASN department, including if you're an LPN, you can come in and matriculate to be an ASN nurse. We have a great staff on all campuses. We often share things with each other and talk to each other, because nursing is about the whole body of a person. It's not just one part. So therefore, we feel that if we get them from the very beginning, especially from our high school students, like we have Louisiana Delta Community College Day, if we get them now, we're forming our nurses from the beginning. We're telling them what they should take so that they can come into the program and be well prepared to work with us. We have wonderful programs here. We hope that you would stop by sometimes to the nursing department and just talk to us about it. We'd love to speak to you.
And the whole point of this day, right, LDCC Day, is to showcase all that you have to offer. If I'm a student, those that couldn't join us, right, if I'm a student and I really wanted to be here, but I couldn't for some reason, what in the nursing area would a student see that's on display right now?
Okay, if they wanted to come in and speak with us, well, if they want to come in and speak with us, we're open anytime. We keep our doors open. From our professional assistant to all of our nurses, you're welcome to come in. We like to show off what we have. We like to show our lab, which is getting bigger and better. We would mind you coming into a classroom and sitting in the back and listen to what we do.
Oh, nice.
We want you to come in and join us. We want you to find out what we do here. This is a great place.
So LDCC Day specifically, you have a bunch of tables set up in the Advanced Technology Center's Community Auditorium. What do you have on display on those tables?
Well, we have all of our equipment that we use. Of course, our sphygmomanometer, our blood pressure cuffs. When I say sphygmomanometer, I'm talking about the stethoscope and everything. We don't need to use the big terms, but we have them on display. You can touch them, refill them. We have mannequins there that you can take a look at from a child mannequin. We also have mannequins of just body parts that the students like to look at and ask us about it. So our nursing students are out there. They're great resources because they're very smart here. So come and join us. Come to our LDCC Day.
That's right. Well, and if you couldn't make it today, we do this every year. LDCC Day happens every single year. It's been going on probably since way back, I think since probably 2018 or so. And we're going to continue to enlighten the minds, let students know that all the opportunities that are available to them at LDCC. And certainly Louisiana Delta Community College is one of the premier places to come if you want to be in the nursing and allied health fields. And that's why I wanted to make sure that Dr. Candler got a chance to talk about her programs. Is there anything else you wanted to add to what you said before we adjourn?
Yes, I'd like for anybody that's a student in high school and considering coming into the nursing, drop by sometime. We'll get you started on your curriculum, tell you what classes would be best for you to take at LDCC, and start you off on the right foot so when you get to us, you know exactly where you're going.
That's right. Couldn't have said it any better. Louisiana Delta Community College Days. This is day number 2. This has been Dr. Candler, who has joined us. Thank you so much, Dr. Candler.
You're
we really
welcome.
appreciate you being here. And we'll continue LDCC Day. We're probably going to wrap it up pretty soon because it's almost time to go. But stay tuned for the last segment. All right, we're back. I think we're going to close it out. I think this is going to be the last one of the day. What do you think, Mike? Is this a good idea?
Yeah, I think we can stop it right here.
Okay. The showstopper himself. Can you please, just for the sake of the viewing audience, tell everybody your full name and what you do here?
My name is Michael Johnson. I am majoring in psychology.
Okay, so let's just do this, right? We've been having a lot of fun today.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to make sure we get a close-up of you so everybody knows who you are, because you're going to be famous. If you're already LDCC famous, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
You have a nickname at Louisiana Delta Community College, or at least a moniker that you go by. What is that, sir?
That is the mayor.
The mayor of Louisiana Delta Community College. Now, I brought you on this show on the live stream. You are our last one. It's been crazy in here in the tech room. I know there's been some folks, coming back and forth, lots of noise, lots of excitement. But you came to LDCC Day.
Yes.
And looked around and said, wow. Tell me what your thought is. I mean, you've seen events before. You have seen things happen at Louisiana Delta Community College. You've been a part of a lot of events. How does this one stack up?
Well, as far as from when you said, I said, wow, it was more or less, I've been here for maybe over a year and a half now, almost 2. And it seems like each year we have this event, it's like it just gets bigger and bigger. And it's really surprising to me how many people show up to these things over the years.
Do you remember being a high school student once upon a time?
Yes, I do.
However many years ago that was?
Can't say that.
And so when, were you able to come to something like that? I don't even know if we had this.
Actually, no. My school never really went to the colleges and stuff like that. As far as other schools I've been to was when I was in junior high, we went to the high school that I was going to transition over into. But other than that, they never took us to any colleges or anything. They kind of just were like, you need to have this degree to get into a college. And after that, it was kind of like you're on your own.
If you would have come to something like this, I mean, how would this have changed or influenced your decision-making process on what college to go to?
Well, honestly, I don't think it would have changed, I would say, much, because this was the first college that I looked at, and immediately I knew, okay, it's a community college. I know people around here. I know some people who work here. This was pretty much my go-to. But having said that, had they done stuff like this for my graduating class, I feel like a lot more people that I know that graduated that didn't go to college probably would have changed their mind and be like, wow, okay, maybe I do want to go to college.
Of all the things that you've seen on display, and you don't have to say anything that's going to flatter me.
But of course not.
But you can, right? So of all the things you've seen on display, you kind of moseyed around a little bit, seen something. What's impressed you the most, or what are the things that you remember?
Well, not to toot my own horn, but I have my own, one of our own tables over there, the Anime Club, which I'm vice president of.
Oh, is that right?
At the moment, not to beat my own horn.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
but I'm really glad to see as many names as I've seen on those papers because, like I said, when I first got here, there was not that many names as far as like LDCC Day goes.
Okay.
This room,
Well, we might want to call it the technology room. It's kind of just a catch-all for all things that that glow in the dark, that have screens attached to them. Is what we're doing in here. So
right, I'm very surprised to see how many people showed up to technology. I'm not saying that
you're surprised.
I am because, like I said, the technology department was one of the ones that I noticed didn't really have a lot of interest when I first came in. Everybody was like,
yeah, what's that, right?
Yeah, right. What's that? Or it looks too complicated. But this year it's as from what I've heard, it's a bigger turnout than we've had in a while.
Yeah, it's definitely been nice to see all the excitement. Some of our students have gone on to create some really special projects.
Right.
We have the arcade project that's here, and just showing students what they can do with $2,000 computer, what you could do with a $200 computer,
right.
And the difference is there.
This is where this is the department I started in, so.
Yeah, interesting how you started here and then moved on to something else, but it's okay. So we forgive you,
We're still friends,
We still let you hang out with us,
Okay.
It's fine, just like you're doing right now. So as I'm looking around, and again, the volume's getting a little bit louder, and things are getting rowdy in here.
Right.
That seems to be what has happened throughout the day at LDCC. We got lights and things to look at, and music in the hallway, and it just seems like it's a good time, almost like a party, but still learning, a learning party, right? So you were impressed with the turnout in this room. I'm happy to hear that. You were in the big auditorium where there was nursing and liberal arts and sciences and all that stuff. And so have you seen anything further down the hall? Like the big machines and the
Actually, I have
robotic arms and things like that?
I have not. I know I came through the front trying to get in. That's how I knew this was a big turnout, because I couldn't even get through the front door.
Right.
And then there was the military department that was there. The Army's here.
Yeah.
They had that middle section blocked off, so I had to come around. That's how I ended up in the big auditorium.
Right.
But I definitely will be going down there to check out to see what I can see.
Yeah, and I heard that they even might have some ice cream or something down the way, or snow cones or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So, but, we appreciate you being here, Mayor Mike. I wanted to make sure everybody knew who you were. You said, hey, I hadn't been on your podcast yet. I want to get on the podcast. Like, you know what, today's the day. LDCC Day.
Because me and you have talked about it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, and this is one of many opportunities, So hey, we look forward to getting your insights and your thoughts.
Oh, most definitely.
On a future one. But right now we're gonna say sayonara. It's been LDCC Day 2023. I'm Ryan Pierce. I've been Ryan Pierce.
Are you not him anymore?
I don't know.
Changing your name?
I tell you, when we get done with these days, it's like you're worn out, because there's a lot going on. But we appreciate you joining us. LDCC Day 2023. We're wrapping it up here. Thank you, Mike, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you next time, next year. All right. Well, I had this thought. I had this thought that I was going to conclude LDCC Day with that last interview, but no, we have one more to go. One more interview to go. And these are some of our special guests from the community that have come down and are talking with us today, visiting for LDCC Day. But I'm going to get these young men to introduce themselves. What's your name, sir?
My name's Stephon Evans.
You know what's funny? So I don't have headphones, so I'm having trouble hearing you. So I may have to get you to talk a little bit louder. What's your name?
Stephon Evans.
I can't hear anything. Evans? Okay, good. I finally. So Mr. Evans is here, and your name, sir?
Julia.
Uh-oh.
Junior.
Mr. Evans and JR. This is live, so sometimes things don't go exactly according to plan. We got JR and Mr. Evans here, and I'm thrilled to have them. So tell me, what brings y'all here? What brings y'all to LDCC Day?
Coming out here to support.
Support? Yeah. Now I see you. Is it Bastrop High School?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For the JAG program. All right. Tell us about the JAG program. What's it about?
It's really the JAG stand for Jobs for American Graduates.
Okay. Now, as you guys have been here and you've been looking around LDCC Day, what programs stand out the most, or what are you thinking you want to do now that you've come here and you've seen all the opportunity?
I think I want to do welding.
Welding?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I saw the setup out there. Okay, thank you so much. What about you, sir?
Cars.
Which one?
Cars. Automotive.
Yeah. Did he rev the engine up for you? It's nice. Yeah, they got all kinds of cool stuff that's going on all around here. Of course, we have the technology room, which we're in right now. You guys have been hanging out for a little bit in here too. Got gaming, got business, got nursing, criminal justice, all sorts of majors that you can do. But certainly industrial tech is good too.
I want to do criminal justice too.
Okay, yes. Very good. So LDCC Day 2023 live on YouTube. We're just so happy that y'all came and that y'all have been a part of this experience. Did you have any other thoughts, any closing thoughts before you get off the interview or the stream?
About what?
Okay. All right. Is it?
No, sir.
All right. Well, that's it. We're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys, everybody, for showing up. LDCC Day 2023. We may return. Who knows? Let's get some music going, and then we'll see. All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Okay, we're really wrapping it up this time. We're really stopping after this one. This is the last one. This is it. We're done. The live stream has gone on too long, but I was fortunate enough to be visited by Miss Maya Melanson, who is sitting to my left, and I figured, I don't know that we've had, we started the stream. We started it off on day one with Miss Gwen Hall, who was over a director or interim executive director of all things enrollment, if I'm getting that title correct. But sometimes it's good to talk to somebody who's in the trenches, who works enrollment every single day, who sees the students come in and out, and who can enlighten us on, kind of what that's like, what it takes to come in, right? So LDCC Day 2023, we have a ton of high schools, a ton of elementary or middle schools, maybe I'm probably not elementary, but middle schools, that came in and talked to us, explored our programs, and just had a ball. I mean, they're running around all over the place right now, just can't contain them.
Yeah.
But one of the things is, okay, so now how do we close? Let me push that a little bit closer to you. How do we close the deal on the admission side? You're interested, you want to be a part of LDCC, you think this is the greatest thing ever. What's the next steps for these students, who could be at any stage in their academic careers? What are they going to do next?
I mean, really, it's just a matter of, a lot of them come in and they really don't know what they want to do, or they don't really know what we offer, because we're not a four-year school and they don't see a lot of us. But once you find what they're interested in and you say, hey, well, we actually have that, specifically for students who might want to do something academic. For people who want to do our trade programs, they already know that we're here. They've already got their heart set on it. I've talked to numerous people today. They already have their heart set. Some are already in our dual enrollment programs. So we've already got a lot of them, and they're already, once they leave high school, or they're already in them, once they leave high school, they're coming straight to us. So, but it's really just a matter of kind of once you sell it, just guiding them through those next steps, saying, hey, this is how you do this. We're going to get you, we're going to set you down, help you with your application. We're going to let you talk with somebody in the department. We're going to get you all set up. You're going to have everything that you need a lot quicker than you would get it at a four-year school, a lot cheaper than you would get it at a four-year school. Specifically on the money side of it, once you mention money, they're all for it.
That's right. So LDCC Day 2023 is winding down. Lots of activity. You made a good point. A lot of students don't necessarily know what program they want to do. How do you end up arriving at that conclusion? Because a lot of times you're helping them choose their major, when they're downstairs on the first floor, in Monroe at least. You're helping them. You're trying to help figure out what kind of questions are you asking them?
For a lot of them, it's just, they have an idea of maybe what they want to do, but they don't know how to get to that point. So it's, some students will ask, oh, do you have something in this? And it's like, I know that we have something there. It might not be the most direct path. It might not be labeled that, but it's there. We just kind of offer it like this, or, oh, well, do you offer this? Yeah, we actually offer that, word for word. And I can tell you who to talk to about that. I can send you wherever you need to. Hey, that's actually at this campus. You're going to need to talk to these people. But a lot of times it's just a matter of figuring out what they want to do career-wise and job-wise, and then kind of working backwards from there.
Yeah, interesting. And so, there's a lot of, usually you're the first person or one of the first few people that a student will see. if they're coming to Louisiana Delta Community College, specifically the Monroe campus, but on every campus, there are people just like you who are welcoming the students. You're the first friendly face. You're asking them the right questions to get them in the right programs, to steer them in the right direction, to get them in touch with the right people, if they even. So it's really the operation is, there's so many layers to what we do here, and everybody has an integral role in the process. And so I just wanted to say thank you, Maya, for being here and, again, participating in LDCC Day, but also being an employee of the institution and being a part of the process that changes lives every single day. I know it sometimes doesn't feel like that, because you're just doing your job. You just come in, you report. But really, it really makes a difference when they get the right information that they need and that they can be sent to the right people and then have success down the road. You're a part of it. And so, if nobody's told you that before, you're a big part of it. So thank you so much.
I appreciate that, Ryan. I really appreciate that. It's fun. It really is fun. You hear a lot of stories. You hear a lot from people. A lot of them have no idea. Their parents didn't go to college. They're the first ones that are starting this process. Or a lot of them, their parents are here as students too, so they're here as well, kind of just following in that same family process. But it's tons of fun. It's interesting to hear everybody's different stories, because when I started all of my work in higher ed, I was in college at the time, at a 4-year school. And that was exactly what you think it is. It's working with kids who've kind of had this set up for them, myself being one of them. I'll go ahead and say it. Okay. But when you come here, you've got students who, they didn't have that lined up for them. Their parents had no idea what to do about school because they didn't go to college. And we see a lot of non-traditional students too, people who are older, people who are coming back to school, people who are changing careers. So there's a lot of different stories that are involved in just getting to see everybody on that front line. You hear a lot of different things. You see people from all different aspects. It makes it really fun. It can be, tedious sometimes, but it's rewarding. It's fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and with that, that's the whole point of what we do here at Louisiana Delta Community College. It's to show students a path, no matter where they come from, and for them to reap the reward of coming to see us and being guided on the right path and completing, but also the reward that we get as employees of showing them the way.
Absolutely.
And so, I really appreciate how you said the last piece. And with that, we're going to conclude for real this time, because I said this about 3 other times. LDCC Day 2023, the live stream, is officially ending. It's been a great time, a fantastic turnout, especially today. Oh, but there's one thing I have to say. I'm glad you're here. Let me turn the music back down, because there's one other thing I have to say. I need to shout out the schools that showed up, and there's a long list of them, but let me see if I can get through them really quickly. We had, of course, a couple of JAG groups come through. Wasman High School, Richwood High School, Carroll High School, Delhi High School, Faith Academy Homeschool, Neville High School, Tensall High School, Darbon Woods Charter, Union Parish High School, Caldwell Parish High School, Bastrop High, Delhi Charter, school again. Did we see that twice? It's on the list twice. Delhi Charter, not Delhi High School. Okay. Sterlington High School, Jack from Holly Ridge, Prairie View Academy, West Carroll Parish Public Schools, Beekman Charter, Shudrett High School, Mangum High School, Weston High School, Harrisonburg High School, Richwood Middle School, Lincoln Prep School, Downsville Community Charter School, Briarfield Academy, and General Trask High School. We hope you all had a fantastic time with us. That's a lot of schools.
It is a lot of schools.
I think it was somewhere between 1,200 and 1,500.
Something, yeah.
That came
I think
through the doors.
Actual total ended up being around 1,200 between the 2 days.
Yeah. So incredible turnout, incredible time.
And look, shout out to Hannah Ron.
Yeah.
Put all this together. Shout out to the woman herself.
That's right. Yeah, she was very instrumental. I don't think she had enough time in her schedule to come sit down and do this right here. But I wanted her to get on here and talk. But anyway, LDCC Day 2023 live stream is over. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.